Now in the last part then of this question, we've got to show that the hikers meet and also find the position vector of where they meet. So how are we going to do this? Well, what we know is that from the previous part that HK was equal to this vector here. And if they meet, then we would know that this vector would be 0. Okay, the null vector, no I, no j. So that means that this component must come to 0 and this component must be 0. So let's just put that down, okay, that if they meet, okay, so I'm not saying that they do meet at this stage, but if they do meet, then the vector h to k must be what we call the null vector, no I plus no j. So that means that therefore if we compare the I components, just put that in, it means that 9 minus 0.45t in the I direction should equal the 0 here. And if we rearrange this to make t the subject by adding 0.45t to both sides and then dividing by 0.45, you get that t equals 9 over 0.45. Do that on a calculator and you end up with t equaling 20 seconds. Now that's not sufficient, okay? What we must do is make sure that the same t value here gives us also 0 for the j component. So if we compare the j components now, let's just come down here, compare the j components, then what we have is 2.7t minus 54. Well, that has to equal 0. And again, if you rearrange this for t, you'll end up with t equaling 54 over 2.7. And that goes in 20 times. So you can see that we've got the same value of t, a consistent result. So what does this mean? Well, it means that therefore they do meet. So we can put therefore hikers meet. And they meet after 20 seconds. Now it does say on what position vector do they meet at, so we're looking for the position vector of this point. Remember, I haven't drawn this to scale though. So all I need to do to get that position vector is to substitute t equals 20 seconds into either RH or RK. I'll just do it in one of them, let's say RH, and leave it up to you to verify, check if you like, that it works in the other one. So what we'll do is say sub t equals 20 into RH, and if you do that, okay, the position vector where they meet turns out to be 1.2 times 20, 1.2 times 20 in the I direction, and then 100 minus 0.9 times 20. Well, I haven't got much room here, but if you do work that out, you'll find that you get 82j on the end here. Clean this up, finally 1.2 times 20 turns out to be 24i, and then you've got your 82j. So that's where they meet. Okay, well that brings us now to the end of this question.